Start recording. Hello, everyone. Gabe, Mendez. Wednesday, January 12th, and we're going to go over. We're going to complete module 1 of the 5 days from new agent to top producer training. And the 5 days that's from new agent to top producer training consists of 5 different modules. Module number 1 is getting started training. And that's what we discussed with all of you on the first day. And then today we're going to complete module 1 and we're going to go into module 2. And module 2 is all about finances, money, how to manage your money. And like I said before, I want you guys to make sure that you have your notebook out, have your pen out, and take a lot of notes. We all learned last week, the art of goal setting. And we all understand that scientifically, there's science and there's studies that show that when we write pencil to paper, pen to paper, you retain 30% or more of what you wrote down. And there's over a 50% likeliness of you actually achieving that goal. Not typing, not voice memo, not cell phone. It's actual pen to paper, pencil to paper, writing down activity. So I want all of you to write this down. But not because we're trying to be mean or force you to do something that you don't want to do. None of that. It's strictly because if you do it, you have a higher likeliness of achieving that goal. So let's go ahead and does someone, I'm having a hard time pulling up my notes. Does someone remember on module 1, where did we leave off? We didn't complete it, but what was the last thing that we talked about last week? You guys can help me out and figure out what that is as I pull up my.
It was a branding, Gabe, the vision, create your brand, and then create the mission, vision statements.
Okay, create the vision and mission statements. Thanks for you. All right, here we go. Vision, mission statements. Create your brand. Oh, okay, so wow, we only got through on module number 1, which is getting started. We covered the getting started steps, which is meet up and save your upline support contact info, accept all the coaching calls, download all the following apps, create a Google business profile, Yelp, etc. Then we ask you to read or listen to those 3 books. Step 2 in module 1 is set your goals and complete your GSA plan, which was define your why, create your list of 100, and then complete your GSA plan. Step number 3, we discussed create your brand. That is, your brand is how people, your personal brand and your business brand. Within that, we asked you to complete your mission and vision statements. We asked you to contact a graphic designer, consider the color scheme, the font, the logo, and you can go on onlinejobs.ph or Fiverr for support on that. We also asked you guys to create a digital version of your listing signs, open house signs, business cards, social media, email marketing to review. Go to your domain site and purchase your name. So if your name is Monica Singer, purchase monicasinger.com. Gabe Mendez, purchase GabeMendez.com. Alma, purchase Alma.com. And then lastly, we discussed scheduling and taking your professional headshots. I don't think we actually touched on that one, but that's the last one of creating your brand, taking a professional headshot. Here is my opinion on your headshot. My opinion on your headshot. And again, this training is geared, this whole series is geared around a brand new agent going to top producer, someone who needs to break into the marketplace that isn't in there yet. How do we do it? My strong professional opinion, having grown up in an era where social media wasn't around, it was all about belly to belly, building face-to-face relationships, having grown up in that era and then evolved with social media as it grew up, I can tell you from both perspectives, the traditional way of doing business and the online way of doing business, that you will never be fired for being too professional. You will never not be hired because you are too professional. That is the truth of all the truths. It doesn't matter if you're Gen Z, millennial, Gen Y, if you're baby boomer, everyone loves working with a professional. And if you're a brand new agent, you need to establish trust with your consumer, that you are a reputable and trustworthy professional. You don't do that by doing what I'm doing right now, having this unbuttoned shirt, my tattoo showing and all that stuff. in my opinion. I don't want to see my doctor on his headshot when I'm looking online at WebMD with his tattoos out, beard all grown out, looking like this. I don't want to see it. I don't want to walk into my attorney's office when I'm getting ready to go through a separation. I cancel that in the name of Jesus because it's not going to happen to me. But I'm just saying right now, I don't want that my attorney sitting across the table, just sleeves rolled up in flip-flops because he lives in San Diego and he can be relaxed. That's not what I want. I want my doctor, my medical professional, dressed in his white coat. I want his blue button-up shirt underneath it. I want his stethoscope wrapped around his neck cord in his hand. When I walk into my attorney's office, I want to make sure that he's dressed up, looks like the shark who's going to represent me. Same thing with your head. So what did I do when I first started as a young Hispanic male without any experience? How did I break into it? I used color psychology. I used the science of in-clothes cognition, and I used the study of the psychology of color to determine how I wanted to be dressed in my headshot. I used a navy blue suit, wide button-up shirt, and a big, bold red tie. And every headshot thereafter was extremely professional. It wasn't about fun. It wasn't trying to be cute. I wasn't trying to be sexy. I wasn't trying to show the world anything. I wanted to show one thing, that I was a professional. So clean-cut image. Go take your headshots. Make sure they're professional. Make sure that you represent a person of power. Especially as a brand new agent trying to break into the marketplace, you need to show that you're reputable and trustworthy. People can go to you and that you're established. There are colors that give that emotion. Psychology of color. I've done that training before. And make sure you guys follow that training, go back and watch it. Okay. Point number 4 in being a top producing agent. So we just recapped. Those are the first 3 points. Number 4, write down quickly. As a brand new agent, under module 1, step number 4, brand new agent, what do you have to do next? Skill mastery. Skill mastery. We're talking about the foundation of building a brand new agent business. Write this down. Here are the 5 courses that you need to sign up for and be committed to throughout the first 12 months of business. Ready? Number 1, contact your local MLS and sign up for local contract training. Contact your MLS and sign up for local contract training, whatever that is. If you're in San Diego, that's the SDMLS or CRMLS. Contact your MLS, find out when they do their contract training, and sign up for it. Training number 2, you're going to so that's number 1 is contract training. Skill number 2, sales mastery. The 2 courses that I recommend for sales mastery that I went through, that I completed, and I have the certificates to show it, is the 10X sales program through Grant Cardone and the straight line persuasion from Jordan Belfort. Those are the 2 sales skills, sales training programs that you must take in order to be a successful sales professional. Number 3, the next skill mastery, customer service training. Customer service training, the program that I recommend, that I took out of 3 of them. Did someone have something to say?
What was the set? You said 10X sales through Grant Cardone. What was the other one?
Straight line persuasion from Jordan Belfort. Straight line persuasion from Jordan Belfort. That's the second one for sales skills training.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Number 3, customer service training. The one that I recommend, and I've taken a few, the number 1 I recommend, Rockstar Service, Rockstar Profits. It's an online course. Teaches you everything about customer service, how to speak to them, how to dress, how to handle conflict, how to approach them. When I went through that entire training, that training was the reason. His name is David Brownlee, is the instructor. David Brownlee. This is the guy that goes to Fortune 500 companies and helps train their customer service reps on how to deal with customers. David Brownlee.
You said it's called Rockstar Service?
I think it's called Rockstar Service, Rockstar Profits. The instructor's name is David Brownlee. David Brownlee. David Brownlee, Rockstar Service, Rockstar Profits.
Thank you.
Try to log on from my iPad so I don't lose service here. Did everyone catch that? Did everyone catch that? Yes. Hello, am I cutting out? Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yes, we got it.
Okay, thank you guys for your patience. I'm trying to multitask on 2 phones right here in an area that has terrible service, but I'm gonna log in through my
Recording in progress.
oops. Or not. Got it. Okay. Is this a better connection? Stronger connection. If you guys can just give me a yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
Yes.
Way better. Okay, thank you guys. Yeah, so David Brownlee, Rockstar Profits, Rockstar Service, Rockstar Profits. That might not be the name of the program. That was the name of his book, but David Brownlee is the instructor. Number 5, the fifth and final, number 4. The 4th skill and training that you need to sign up for is software training on the software we use. KV Core, sign up for the training that KV Core offers. Google, sign up for the training that Google offers. You need to be a master of all the software that's being implemented in the business before you can delegate it to anyone else. Each and every single one of you, if you're on a team or not, doesn't matter. You are the CEO of your business. You need to take ownership of your business and understand how it works. Don't leave the fate of your business, the fate of your finances, the fate of your family in someone else's hands. Yeah, the winner circle is amazing. We're all great. Everyone loves it. We get a lot of value. But it's still you at the end of the day, looking at your paycheck, looking at your bank account, looking at your family. Take ownership of your business. Sign up for these trainings on these different platforms that we're using, KV Core, the online world, Google, Facebook. Take time for those. And number 5, on skill mastery, in order to become a top performing agent, and in my opinion, probably tied for first and most important, communication training. Communication, write that down. Where do you get communication training? Toastmasters. Everyone needs to sign up for Toastmasters and be dedicated to it for 12 months. Let's recap. Skill mastery, local contract training. All of you sign up for one by next week. Sales skills training. The programs are a little pricey, so if you guys maybe can come together, talk to the team lead about it, or put it on a credit card. I'll see if I still have my login information and I can share it with you guys as well. 100% okay with doing that. Actually, let me try to do that first. Let me see if I can find my login information. And if I can find my login information, I'll give it to all of you and you don't have to pay for it. But in the meanwhile, I think it'd still be a good asset for all of you to own it and to have it to review whenever you want. Skill mastery. So you guys look into this, which is the straight line persuasion and the 10X sales program. Sign up for the David Brownlee customer service training. Software training, make sure you guys get that on your calendar for every single program that we use. Google, KV Core, etc. Lastly, number 5, number 1, most important, communication training. Everyone can communicate. Very few can connect. Have you ever caught yourself being frustrated because maybe there's a message or a point, something that you want to deliver to someone else and they just don't get it? You know, for those who are parents, it's pretty frustrating when you're trying to tell your kids to do something and they just don't listen or they don't get it. And then you get frustrated. If you're in a relationship, you expect your spouse just to get it or to read your mind. It's just what we think as spouses. Like, what? How do you not know that already? And then you try to explain it to your spouse and then maybe they still don't comprehend it. And then you get frustrated on the inside. All of those, think of any time recently that you've tried explaining something to someone, having a conversation, and they just were not getting it and you were getting frustrated. So what do we do as human beings when we get frustrated? Well, people with very high EQ just disconnect and stay quiet. I'll leave it alone. But for most of us, majority of the population, scientifically speaking, studies have shown it, we get angry, we lash out. This is when yelling happens. This is when name calling happens and all of that. This is when we get frustrated and upset. All of this is a root problem of a lack of communication skills. If you had the vocabulary, If you had the words, if you had the cadence, the tonality to get your message across, the receiver would receive it. You wouldn't be frustrated. They would understand. It would all work. But most of your problems can be solved by effective communication. Toastmasters will cost you maybe, the investment cost will be maybe $70 for 6 months. $70 for 6 months. One class per week, you get all your books. And they teach you how to effectively communicate publicly, how to handle conflict. Invest in yourself. Sign up for Toastmasters by next week. The way you're going to do that is you're going to go to toastmasters.org. You're going to type in your zip code, and you're going to find the nearest Toastmasters to you. Next, this is the final point in module 1 of getting started. Final point, 5th point. Fill your Google Calendar with every activity you do throughout the day. Up to this point, we talked about, I'll get back to them in a second. Fill your Google Calendar with every activity you do throughout the day. As a sales professional, as a brand new agent, everything you do must be in your calendar, and you must live by your calendar. Listen, does it matter to me if you do it or not? No, because your life, your family, and ultimately it's going to be you that you affect. Do I want you to do better? Absolutely. This is why I'm sitting here telling you, please open your calendar, put in there what time you're going to bed, what time you begin your nighttime routine, when do you review your emails, when do you make return phone calls, when do you pick up your son from school, when do you do X, Y, Z? And I've shown all of you, majority of you, my calendar. This is what it looks like. This is my calendar. There it is. Everything on my calendar is broken down. What time I'm calling, my power hours, the trainings for the winter circle. And then even, here's the evening routine ready, right there. So you see in blue, that's when my assistant Monica and I, my amazing partner, and I communicate at the end of the day. Every day, 5 o'clock, end of the day. Every day at the end of the day, 5 o'clock, we're on a phone call together, recapping the entire day. Right there, leave to church, 6:30. I have church service tonight, this evening. Everything, here's my nighttime routine. Ready? Look closer. Here we go. Ready? Look at this. Look at my entire nighttime routine. That is my entire nighttime routine, documented. It says, close out the day, prepare for bed. Maybe I can share my screen so that you guys can see that a little better. Oh, let's see here. Screen. Start the broadcast. If I do this, can you guys see my screen? Do you see me sharing it? Can you see my screen right now as I'm sharing it on the iPad?
No.
No.
Okay, give me one moment. We're going to test this out today. Share content, screen. Let's see. Everything on your screen, including notifications, will be recorded, enabled, do not disturb, prevent unexpected notifications. Start broadcast. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I don't know what I just did, but okay. Is this now?
Yep.
Now? Okay. Here's my calendar from the day. You guys can see it. Take a look at my calendar. When I wake up, when I stretch, when I do my breathing exercises, journal, visualize, affirm when I pray, I take my supplements, I drive to the gym when I work out, I come home after the workout, I have my drive time. How long it takes me to get home and park and walk inside the home. All of that is calculated to the minute. How long it takes me to work out with my son, what time I get ready. Then I leave, right here as you see it, leave to meeting with Otto, right there, 8:30. And I had my, using app, and I had my appointment here. This is why I'm by the beach right now, because I just met with an agent, had to call a lead, and now I jumped on here with you guys. Here's a couple of things. I have my payroll, my power out. Jose's training's coming up right after this. I have my coaching call at this time. There's a content creator mastermind happening at 2 o'clock. I have an appointment today. Shout out to David and Anita, crushing it in Houston, Texas, filling up my calendar. 2 appointments in 2 days of people who want to join their downline. A big shout out to you guys. I'm doing a Zoom call tonight with this guy that I just recruited into EXP, the end of day wrap up with Monica. And then I have my nighttime routine. I go to church. Here's the evening time. Close out the day and prepare for bed. Read all my text messages and emails, reply to them. Prepare my to-do list. Drink my casein shake and take my evening supplements. Brush my teeth, wash my face. Go to bed. You are the $1 million man. People depend on you. How? Every day. Every day I live on my calendar. That's Thursday. Every day I live on my calendar. Here's Friday. Every day. Here's Saturday. When I tell you sign up for Toastmasters, guess who's walking the walk? I am. Then we have one of our agents' awesome daughter's birthday on Saturday that we're going to. Nothing's on accident. Sunday, same thing. I have God's time in the morning, going to church. I'm visiting my grandma at 11 o'clock on Sunday. I'm going to visit my dad on Sunday after church as well. And then from 2 to 7 is the rest of its family day. Everything, nothing is on accident. Nothing's on accident. Everything is very intentional. Was that helpful to see that live for you guys? Was that helpful? Drop it in the chat if that was helpful. I can't see the chat, but drop it in the chat, blow it up. Let me know if that was helpful. Miguel says yes. Natalie says yes. William says yes. David said excellent. Yes, definitely. Alondra says yes, definitely. Extremely helpful. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Jasmine. Very inspiring. Yes. Alma says yes. I love it. Okay. Let's move on to the next. We have 17 minutes left. I'm going to open it up for Q&A. Here we are. Any questions regarding Module 1 on day 1? Module 1 is getting started, and we covered 5 different points. The getting started steps, set your goal and complete your GSA plan, create your brand, skill mastery, and then the action steps. Fill your Google Calendar with every activity you do throughout the day, personally and professionally. The next step is contact your sponsor or mentor and schedule your first power hour. Contact your sponsor or your mentor and contact your first power hour. Hey, coach. Hey, mentor. Hey, helper. Can you just sit down with me and just help me pick up the phone? Can you watch me pick up the phone? Can you just watch me text for an hour? I just want to get through my system. You can do it by yourself, and you can also do it with support. And I recommend, as a brand new agent, get the support. Number 3, action steps to finalize this module. Register for the next EXP real estate event. You need to be connected to the lifeline. You need to be connected to the bloodline. You need to be connected and feeding off the energy and the atmosphere of what our company is doing, the big moves that they're making. And when you sign up with the company, when you sign up with us, that's one start date. But that's a logical decision. You're like, yeah, I like this. They're doing amazing things. But it goes from head to heart when you go to your first event. It goes from your head to your heart when you go to your first event. I went to EXP, two EXP events last year. I wasn't even with EXP. I showed up and I loved it. This isn't a recommendation. And when I first signed up for Century 21, I went to every single Century 21 event there was. When I was working for Coldwell Banker, I went to every single Coldwell Banker event that they had. Not the happy hours. Hold on. For a lot of you who are smiling out there like, yay, woo, let's get drunk 6 times a week. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the big events that they have, the in-person events that they have to empower you and to uplift you. You'll make a mind-heart connection at your first event. This is not a suggestion. This is not a hope you can make it. I'm giving you the prescription to success. If you want to be successful, here's the prescription. This is what you do. It's not negotiable. It's not maybe. No, this is the step. You have to show up to the next event. Go to EXP World, look at the dates for the next event. Monica, if you can help me out and look at the dates, go on EXP and find out the next few events. Brent Gove has one coming up in March. I want all of you to register for the next event. You need to be there. You don't show up? Great, that's on you. That's okay. Not gonna hurt my feelings. I get it. But I need you to register for one of them. I need you to show up to something. And if you're not gonna do it for you, then I want you to ask yourself this question. If you don't go, and you don't buy in and you don't learn, yeah, you save time. But here's my question to all of you. Who gets affected? Who gets hurt because mommy, daddy, brother, sister, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend isn't maximizing their potential? Isn't making the mind-heart connection? Who hurts? Who ends up losing because of it? So ask that question. I expect all of you to register for the next event. Show up. Let's freaking have a good time, man. Come on, let's show up and make it happen. Okay, moving on to the next module. Does anyone have any questions before I move over to finances? I have to zoom through this next one really fast. Any questions about module number 1 before we move on? 3, 2, 1, forever hold your peace. Okay, here we go. Module number 2. I'm going to speak really fast. So I need you guys to listen even faster. Module number 2, we're moving on to the next segment, day 2. Finances. Finances. Let's talk about money. My favorite F word, finances. Number 1, I need all of you to contact a CPA, business banker, and financial planner. CPA, business banker, and financial planner. If you don't have a CPA, let me know. I have an amazing one that we refer all of our clients to. If you don't have a business banker, I can refer you to mine, but he's in San Diego, and maybe he can refer you to someone in your area. He works for Wells Fargo. And a financial planner. If you don't have a financial planner, I can refer you to mine, or I can have them refer someone to you closer. Point number 1, you're going to contact your CPA and ask them to create a corporation for your real estate business. We're talking about getting your money set up in place. We're talking about your finances. We want your finances to be fully protected as you get into real estate. Did you know that, what was the National Association? They put out a study. It was like almost 90%, like almost 9 out of 10 real estate agents owe Uncle Sam money at the end of the year. They did not save, they didn't budget for it. So when Uncle Sam comes to collect, most people don't have a reserve set aside to pay their taxes. Most real estate agents don't have 3 months worth of savings sitting in their bank accounts because they spend 100% of what they get. Not you, not you. We're going to teach you how to master your money in real estate as a brand new agent. So number 1, you're going to contact your CPA and you're going to ask them to create a corporation for your real estate business. And my CPA recommended I open an S Corp. I don't know what your CPA is going to recommend you in your situation. Mine recommended me an S Corp. So I have an S Corp for my business. Step number 2. You're going to open 3 bank accounts at 3 different banks. So you're going to contact your banker for 1 bank account, and I'll explain the rest in a second, but you're going to open 3 bank accounts at 3 different banks. You're probably not going to have this finished by next week. It's going to take you some time to set up your corporation. If you have a corporation, this is a no-brainer. Next Wednesday on the call, you need to have your 3 bank accounts set up. Here's how I was taught by some of the most successful millionaires in real estate to manage money. Ready? Step number 1. And this is how I do it. I'm telling you what I do. I'm not reading someone else's book and telling you I roll up my sleeves and I do this. Number 1, 1 business account. You're going to open up 1 business account with a checking and savings account. This bank account, we're going to call it Bank A. Bank A will be used, and this is where you're going to have all your, this business account, this business bank account will be used to deposit all of your checks. My corporation is called GR Mendez Corporation. I went to Wells Fargo and I opened up a bank. I went to Navy Federal, opened up a bank account, and I went to Chase and opened up a bank account. My corporation is GR Mendez Corporation. EXP pays GR Mendez Corporation. When I get that check, it gets deposited into Bank A, my business checking account. My check gets deposited into my business checking account. That's Bank A for all of you. I want all of you to open up your bank account. Number 2, you're going to open up a personal account with a checking and a savings. We're going to call this Bank B. And you will use this account to pay yourself from your business account. Bank A is your business banking, your business checking, and your business savings. It's Bank A. EXP is going to pay you there. Bank B is a personal checking, personal savings, and you're going to pay yourself from bank A to bank B. So the company is going to pay you. Number 3, you're going to open up another personal account, personal checking and personal savings at a separate institution. And you're going to use this account for taxes. Use this account for taxes. Those are the 3 accounts I want you guys to have opened. Step number 3. You're going to open and use 3 credit cards. 3 credit cards, you're going to operate your entire life off of 3 credit cards. Number 1, you're going to open up a credit card that's tied to your corporation. Number 1, a credit card that's tied to your corporation. So you're going to use your business credit. And make sure it's a credit card that offers rewards. Here are the 2 that I recommend. Do your research and find out what works best for you. American Express Gold and Chase Business Inc. American Express Gold and Chase Business Inc. are 2 of the best that are out there when it comes to business reward points. With credit card A, your business credit card, all of your business expenses will get paid on that. No more debit transactions. No more using credit cards or personal debits for business transactions. All of your expenses will be tracked on your business credit card that is tied to your corporation. This way, at the end of the year, when you're filing your taxes or for finance purposes or profit and loss statements, it is easy to track your spending. You know exactly what money went where. Number 2, the second credit card you're going to open. This one's going to be tied to your Social Security. You're also going to get a rewards card. I have a Navy Federal Amex rewards card. You can also use an American Express for personal use rewards card. Chase has a couple of good rewards cards for personal card, but I use Navy Federal rewards, and it's an Amex. The second credit card you're going to open is tied to your personal social. Here's what you're going to use credit card number 2 for. You're going to use this for all of your personal expenses, your hair, your nails, your car washes, your toothbrushes. All of your personal expenses are going to be used on credit card number 2. You will not buy anything for your business on credit card number 2. Strictly personal life. Number 3, your third credit card. It will be tied to your personal Social Security. Use a rewards card. This one will be strictly used for groceries and gas. Groceries and gas. 3 credit cards. 2 tied to your social, 1 tied to your business credit. When you're spending your money every month, I want you all for your personal, for your business, for your accounts, you are going to pay your business credit card from your business checking every month. You are going to pay your personal credit cards from your bank account B, your personal checking and savings. Step number 4 in finances. So far, we talked about who to contact. Then we talked about bank accounts. Third, we discussed credit cards. Number 4, we're going to discuss mastering and tracking personal and business expenses. You are going to use these forms that we provide to you today, and you're going to provide them to your CPA at the end of the year or whoever and whenever you meet to do your taxes. Here are the names of the forms, and we have 4 minutes left. I'm going to ask Monica, do you have the ability to log onto my Google Drive really fast? Actually, I think I can do it, but if you can help me out, that might be easiest. Can you log into my Google Drive? And I have them, they're not saved in a file. They're just sitting open. Do you have the ability to help me do that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go to my Drive, please, and share the screen. And while she's pulling that up, I want all of you to write down these forms.
Here are the 5 forms that you're going to use. Number 1, your business profit and loss statement. So you're going to have your P&L. That's number 1. You're going to use your profit and loss statement to track your business expenses. Number 2, you're going to use your pay log, which we're going to provide to you. And you're going to track all of your income in real estate using the pay log. Number 3, you're going to track your personal expenses using the personal family budget form that we're giving you. So those are the 3 forms: profit and loss statements, your pay log, and your personal family budget. This is how you're going to manage your finances personally and professionally. You are each going to watch the training videos that we've done. Scroll down to the bottom. Yeah, open those up and then have them open in separate windows. You're going to use these 3 forms and you're going to watch the videos on the trainings that we've done on how to use them. And you're going to become best friends with these forms. You are going to go from a hustler, salesperson, real estate salesperson. You're going to go to a boss. You're going to turn into a CEO. You're going to learn how to manage finances in your business at a very high level. And you're going to create a scalable business that's going to attract high-end clients, that's going to attract top-tier agents because you run your business like a business. If this is exciting to you, can you guys blow up the chat real quick? Are you guys getting excited? Am I the only one who gets excited about forms and sheets and managing my life? Are you guys getting excited, or is this kind of like, whatever? Like, I want to see it. Blow up the chat. Is this something that's really helpful for you? We got fire emojis. We got Monica saying this is amazing. We got almost saying yes. 3 people, 4 people. Alondra, Nadia saying yes. We love it. Oh my gosh, yes. This is awesome. VNA, amazing. Thank you. Woohoo! I'm ready to boss up. Miguel says fire. Can we put this in the PDF format? Louis says hands up emoji. We love it. Boss moves. Yes, we're all leveling up together as bosses in this industry. We're all going to do it together, and we're all going to win at a very high level. And they're going to look at the winner's circle one day and say, what did they do over there? How do they have nothing but top performing professionals, CEOs, not sales agents? They're going to say professional CEOs. How did they do it? And that's what we're doing. Remember, we have a standard of excellence in this group, and we're going to make sure that we're excellent in everything that we do. Okay, here's your profit and loss statement. Take a look at it. There's a training that we did on it. It's already recorded on the cloud. Look at it. You're going to track everything on your profit and loss statement. Watch the training video on how to use it. Number 2, go to personal budgets. All of you are going to track your personal budget. We're going to give you guys till next week to track your budget. Open up your bank accounts, find out what you use for what. Every single one of you need to know now, down to the penny, where your money is going. You want to know what CEOs do? They manage culture, they manage growth, and they manage finances. Culture, growth, and finances. Are you growing? How's the culture? And what do the books look like? Yeah, you have CFOs, chief financial officers, but we're not there right now. Right now, you're doing that. Next Wednesday, have this filled out. Next, pay log. This is the listing log. Can you go back and then go down to pay log? There we go. This is the form that you're going to use starting in January. If you've already closed deals, go back and fill this out. You're going to fill out dates, gross income, commissions. At the bottom, it's going to calculate everything for you. Net sales price, source of business, the net income that you received. So after your team split, after EXP split, what was your net income off of that? It's going to calculate everything for you at the bottom. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you're going to see the January, February, March at the bottom. So we have 12 of these already for you. When the month moves over, all you have to do is go to the next month, the next month, next month. And guess what? They're all synced together. January will sync with February. Your numbers will update with March, and so on and so forth. Isn't that freaking amazing? You can track your closings, know where the business came from, know your money, and you're going to see the snapshot. Isn't it amazing? At the bottom, you can see units closed this month, year to date. You can find out what was my net average per unit this month. Could you imagine having a conversation with someone and telling them my net average per unit in the month of January was $5,000, $10,000, $3,000. My gross average per unit in the month of January was this. That is high level numbers. And guess what? You don't have to do any calculations. The form in the cells will do it for you automatically. And you guys get all this for free. I see Natalie celebrating over there. I always love Natalie. Yes, always massive amounts of energy. I love it. Okay, you're going to use those forms. Back to point number 4. Advanced tip. This is if you're already advanced. You're going to talk to your CPA before doing this. You're going to create a QuickBooks account and connect it to your bank accounts. William says, I'm currently using it. I can attest that it works. Thank you, William. Number 5, the first weekend of every month, you will complete all of these forms. Add it to your calendar today. By next Wednesday, I expect everyone's calendar. The first weekend of every new month, you will fill out these forms. You'll go back and you'll update everything. If you want to do it weekly, you can do it weekly. No later than the end of the first weekend of the next month. Okay, let's see here. We have enough time to finish the last step. Okay, number 5. Step number 5 in finances. Module number 2, finances. Step number 5. Master your money. And here's a simple budget to help you do it. You don't have to follow this. This is a simple budget that I use in the very beginning. You don't have to use it. Here's a simple budget. One sec, guys. I got some distractions coming in. Okay. Some dead skin right there. That's nasty. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We have a simple budget for everyone to use. 30% of each check will go to your personal money market account for taxes. 30% of your check will go to bank account C. Every check that you earn, 30% of that will go into bank account C. This is to cover your finance. This is to cover Uncle Sam at the end of the year. Real estate agents, remember, when you get paid that check, that's not all your money. First, like the Bible says, render unto Caesar's what's Caesar's. You got to give Uncle Sam what's Uncle Sam's. 30% goes there into your bank account C. Non-negotiable. It's not your money. Give it back to Uncle Sam. And quite frankly, I love doing it. I pray that my taxes per year get to like millions of dollars, not millions of dollars, but like hundreds of thousands of dollars to Uncle Sam. I love this country. I'm a big fan of it. 30% of every check will go into bank account C. That's for taxes. Number 2, 10% of your check, have that business account, 10% of your check will go to your personal account in your savings for tithing or giving. Tithing or giving. Maybe you don't tithe. Maybe you don't believe. Maybe you don't have any faith. Maybe you don't go to church. That's okay. I'm not here to push that upon you. That's okay. It's your belief. I'm okay with that. But you need to be contributing back to life. You have to be giving. The biggest givers are the biggest receivers. You need to be contributing to your favorite nonprofit, to some sort of organization. You need to be giving back to this world because that's called the law of reciprocity. What you give is what you get. And the people that try to hold on to every single penny, every person that tries to hold on to every single penny, you will see them with lack, with less. They're the ones who are always finding themselves paycheck to paycheck, too much month at the end of the money. The ones who are trying to hold on to things that you can't even take with you. Those are the people who have scarcity mindsets, not you. Not you. You have an abundant mindset. You believe in giving because you know you're going to get. You believe in the law of reciprocity. You know what you sow, you will reap. That's your mindset. So 10% off the top is going to go to, oh, I got someone unmuted. 1 second. Can you guys mute yourself, please? 10% off the top will go into your tithe account / giving account. Wow, Gabe, just off those 2 first cuts, that's 40% of my check. Yes, Yes. Do you see now why us real estate agents, when they say we make a lot of money, we don't really make a lot? We don't really earn a lot for what we do. For 7 days a week, answering every phone call, text message, being their therapist, we don't really earn that much. That's 40% of your check. If that's a $10,000 check, 4,000 is already gone, not including what the splits from the company the team took. This is why we need to be frugal. We need to learn how to save, and we have to learn how to invest. This is why we're teaching you today how to save and how to invest your finances. So that 2023, you are the richest, most successful, most biggest giver that you ever were in your entire life. And because of that, God and the universe will bless you. Next, number 3, 20% will go into your personal checking account for personal pay. If you are not on payroll, you don't pay yourself from your corporation to yourself, 20% then will go from your business checking to your bank account B, personal checking, for pay. I have a sub point for all of you. Speak to your CPA, review your budget, and determine if you should place yourself on payroll. All of you talk to your CPA. Determine if you should place yourself on payroll. I just placed myself on payroll at the end of last year. My first time in my career, placed myself on payroll. I fired myself from the corporation. I'm now an employee of my corporation. And I pay myself every 2 weeks. You can ask Monica, my assistant. She sees the ADP payroll processing happen. I use ADP. Very user-friendly. I love the app. It's amazing. That's who I use for payroll. Number 4, 20% will go to your personal savings account and bank account B, personal savings account, until you have a 6-month reserve. By this point, do you understand why I told you guys to do the personal family budget first? How can you create a 6-month reserve if you don't even know what your personal expenses are every single month? Do you see that this flows in order? I need you to create the personal family budget, know exactly what you spend, because in your bank account B, in your savings, I need you to have 6 months reserves sitting in that account. 6 months reserves. Once the 6 months is satisfied, you will continue depositing for future investments. Anything above 6% will go towards your investments. This is your business investments. This is buying property. This is out there taking territory. Any kind of investment. This is you buying courses, things like that. Anything above that 6-month mark is for your investment purposes. Continue depositing into that. Number 5, 10% of that check will go to your business savings until you reach a 6-month reserve. Until you reach a 6-month reserve. 10% will go into your savings. So every single check you get goes into bank account A, savings, until you reach a 6-month reserve. This is why it's important for you to do your profit and loss statement for your business to know how much money is going out so you know how much to save. And then once that amount is satisfied, the rest will go towards your business. This is employee. Maybe you want to hire someone. Well, how can we know? How can I coach you and guide you? How can your team leader guide you on hiring someone if we don't know your finances? Do you see why this is important for us to know the numbers? When we know the numbers, we can make healthy decisions. Once that 10-month reserve is made, everything above that will go towards the business. This is marketing, social media advertising, business cards, for sale signs. Lastly, final points from module number 2 on finances, day 2. Last point. By next week, you ready? More reading. We are all going to read or listen to the following books: Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Business Secrets from the Bible, The Richest Man in Babylon. Rich Dad, Poor Dad will shift your mindset on how finances and business work. Business Secrets from the Bible will show you biblical principles on finances. And let me tell you, there were some rich people back in the day, and this shifted my entire mindset on how business should operate. There's an amazing story inside of there. I'm not going to spoil it, actually. That's probably that's one of my favorite books on finances. Business Secrets from the Bible. It's written from a rabbi, a Jewish rabbi. Lastly, The Richest Man in Babylon. That is a mind-blowing book on money. Okay, we're at 12:32. We start on time, we end on time. So I'm going to open it up for a couple of minutes of Q&A or just final thoughts from anybody. Go ahead and unmute yourself, type it in the chat. Monica, if I missed a question, go ahead and read it out to me. But any final questions, any final input, some breakthroughs maybe, what were some of your biggest takeaways, some of the aha moments? Share that with me. What did you guys get?
It's not an aha moment for me. I just kind of got lost on number 4. It was 6-month reserve. How much was it? What percentage? Is it 25?
For number 4, it is going to be, 1 second, 20% will go to your personal savings account for 6 months reserves until you satisfy 6 months worth of reserves.
Thank
A big portion of that, yeah. And here's why we do that. Here's why we do it. You guys have to be financially stable. I've been very broke, busted, disgusted a lot of my life. And I'll tell you right now, it is very uncomfortable when you have to walk on eggshells financially. You can't make sound, confident decisions. It's very difficult to have that weight mentally bearing on you. And I need you to have 6 months of reserves built up so that you're confidently walking around knowing that you can make healthy decisions, which is why we build up your savings first. What else? Questions, thought processes, aha moments? Okay. I love it. I didn't miss anything in the chat. I'm guessing Monica didn't miss anything. All right, team. We're going to wrap this up right now. I want everyone to take out their cell phone. Let's take a picture together. Let's take a photo. I'm going to take mine out too. Take out your phone. Take out your phone. Take out your phone. Let's all take a photo of the screen. If you guys can, turn your cameras on so we can see all the team members. Let's go. Let's go. Participants. I'm going to show everyone. Remove the spotlight. There we go. Okay, I can see all of you guys. Everyone take their phone out. Take a picture of the screen. Let's all do it together. And take some pictures. I want you guys to take a photo and do me a favor. Don't even do me the favor. Actually do your colleagues a favor. The real estate agents who are out there struggling, the brokers who are out there struggling, the people who need this kind of support and help, do them a favor. Take a photo of this, tag the entire team, show them our culture, show them how we're one team. Let's inspire other people, and hopefully let's encourage some people to change their life and join the movement. With that said, you guys, you have a lot of homework from last week, a lot of homework from this week. I'll see you guys next week, step 3 for social media, day 3, module 3 of 5 days from going to a new agent to a top producer. Have a healthy, happy, productive day, you guys. God bless. I'll see you later. Peace.
Thank you.
You're welcome.